Tendency to break your wrist a little bit, not much. So make sure you bury the rod tip.
You say break it on the back?
Yeah, on the back, so that you open up your hitchhiking. You want to make sure that that tip is just slightly behind the rod butt, so you can stuff it down the sleeve of your shirt just like that any time of the day. And that's going to make that rod stop up. Now take that out of your sleeve and put your thumb on your index finger on top. On top. Now, using the hinge being your elbow, I want you to cast that way and point that finger at the sky. Don't point it behind you. That'll work. That's good for a short cast, but it's a very accurate short cast, but it's a week long cast. But it's going to be too hard to get that rod tip to go back. It's going to hurt too much. So that's another lesson for how you can keep from breaking your wrist. Now put your thumb on top and hit the brim of your hat with the rod butt, or with the rod shaft. Good. Bounce it right off of that hat, and that's going up and not back. Perfect cast. Out and then relax down. Now you can also manipulate the rod butt with your other hand, Bill, and that's going to be a much stronger cast. Open now, close it out. Yes, it's windy. Hammer that. Yes. Hammer it. Good. Or simply, now drop your other hand. Simply look at the space between your wrist and your lower arm. Don't use your other hand. Drop your line hand. Rod tip in the water. It's tight against your arm. Open it up and stop pointed up. When you break the water, on 2, it's still going to be slightly behind the rod butt as you come down to fire. And on 3, you're going to close that tight. Tight. Yeah, okay, so now do that, just watching it. Just watch your wrist and the distance between it. Now drop your line hand and do it just by watching the gap. Good, good, good. Now make that an overhead cast. Just watch the wrist. Good. What you see at that wrist, Bill, is exactly what's going to be duplicated at the end of the rod. That's going more up than back, and that is going to catapult it over. When you stop it, it stops the rod dead. When you stop it, it stops the rod dead on the forward. So those are 5 ways you can